This is my video for the 4th week in my Codecrew journal. I missed last week's because of the game jam. Really drained out a lot of my time and really knocked me out for the week. So that's why I missed last week's. So I'll be covering 2 weeks essentially for this video. To give a quick review roundup, last week we had our week of Python, which we will be going back to Python, but it went very well. Python was quite easy to understand, and it really helped just grasping basic concepts that were a bit more difficult to understand in JavaScript, essentially. I can't remember everything we went over, but essentially we just covered most everything we covered in JavaScript in Python, which helped understand syntax a bit better and how strange Python is, especially. Just to keep it this short and sweet. Then, of course, there was the game jam where it was a lot of fun making a game with my fellow students. We used a strange IDE called Alice3 that I kind of don't ever want to use again, and it worked with the Java language. Yeah, Java, not JavaScript. And it took all three. It was from Friday to Sunday, and it was just very taxing on me, time and effort wise. Anywho, we have started learning HTML, CSS, and it's going extremely well right now. At first I just really don't like it. I understand its importance, everything. It just does not appeal to me. That's not to say it doesn't appeal to everyone, but starting to get a lot of the basics, especially after we learned about graphs the other day. It really gave me a good sense of, alright, this is how you'd really build it and keep it orderly and everything. We went over graphs, we went over just basic CSS structure and all that, and how it works extremely differently, where it's not the normal type of coding. It's just it's really web page stylization, because that's what CSS stands for, is cascading style sheet and all that. I'm blanking on a lot of stuff right now we learned, but we learned definitely a lot. We learned basically how to structure it, that you really should split your style sheet and your HTML page, buttons and inputs and how they work and how to implement them, and a bunch of that. With last week's Python, we learned about classes and all that, which went very well. Classes work essentially the same and have a strange factor that is quite different than JavaScript of what we learned, where rather than having it have to assign it to a single value of this dot something, you can change what this is to anything, and it's quite weird. Well, this video is being recorded kind of late, so I'm going to keep it short, but that's the basic roundup of everything. I'm not too sure what we're going to be learning this next week, and hopefully it's not too complex, but I'm sure it'll come easy, and I'm sure everybody will get through. But yeah, that's all I got for tonight.